What's going on, everybody? Justin here to do another episode of The List. What is The List? The List is me commenting on the list and these topics that I want to talk about and have in front of me. This is episode 3. Episode 3 of The List. First 2 episodes, go back, watch them. They're in my list playlist. So go back and watch the first 2 episodes I did. This episode of The List will be me, again, I called The List because it's me talking about these list of topics I want to talk about. So here we go. First topic of the list is ravishing Rick Rude. Finally, ravishing Rick Rude. Simply ravishing. Finally getting in the WWE Hall of Fame. Supposedly, at least this is what I read, maybe it's not true. I don't know if it is. I hope it's true. Ravishing Rick Rude finally gonna get in the WWE Hall of Fame in 2017. First name that's already rumored to go in is Diamond Dallas Page. Now we have Ravishing Rick Rude. 2 awesome guys. Awesome workers. Both were legends in the business. DDP is still alive. Thank God. He's a legend. And Rick Rude, the short time he was in the business, he was in it over 10 years, but he could have been in it way longer if he didn't sadly pass away. Rick Rude, I think he debuted in 1986 for the first time, or 85 maybe. I know I saw him in 86 because that's when he was in the NWA for a little bit. I believe he's actually a NWA tag champion, or Mid-Atlantic tag champion, one of the tag titles he held. And then he was in WCCW in 87, and then in 87, towards the end of the year, he got hired by WWF. And then, of course, Rick Rude from 87, I'll say November 87 to SummerSlam 90 was his last show in WWF. So he was there about 3 years. Oh, almost 3 years. 88, 89, 90, almost 3 years. Then he went to WCW, had a pretty good, damn good run. So I hope it's true. For right now, it's just speculated and a rumor, but I hope it's true, so I'm going to talk about it. Ravishing Rick Rude going in the Hall of Fame. The guy deserves it. It's a long overdue, and it's about time. Rick Rude used to cut his in-ring promos before his matches. Well, I'm going to do that right now. What I'd like to have right now is for the WWE and all you fat, out of shape, corporate idiots, keep the noise down. Shut your mouth. Open your eyes. Keep the noise down. While I finally go into the WWE Hall of Fame. Hit the music. There's my Rick Rude promo about him finally getting in the WWE Hall of Fame. It's about damn time. Rick Rude was probably kept out so long because of Vince. Couldn't get over that he jumped to WCW in 97. Rick Rude was with DX. He was actually an original member. I don't know if he's a member, but he's with DX. I guess he's their bodyguard. So Rick Rude is part of DX. Probably got a better, sweeter deal from WCW. Wanted to go join his friend, Kurt Hennig. Probably hang out with Kurt Hennig in WCW. And he probably got offered a better deal. Probably got paid a lot more money to go back to WCW, so he did it. He jumped ship. And he appeared on a live Nitro when Raw was taped. And he was on Raw at the same time as he was on a live Nitro. That's insane. That was funny as hell. So when I heard Rick Rude jumped and appeared on Nitro and he was still on Raw, I was like, what the hell? How does that happen? I thought it was funny as hell, though. So Rick Rude, Ravishing Rick Rude, the guy should have won in the Hall of Fame in 2004 when they started the Hall of Fame again. He should have won in 2004. Sadly, I think his son passed away in a motorcycle accident. I heard that. I hope that's not true, but I think his son passed away in a motorcycle accident. I don't think he had any other kids. He probably had left a wife behind, but maybe she remarried and doesn't want to be a part of the Hall of Fame. So, anyways, Ravishing Rick Rude, going in the Hall of Fame. If I'd pick someone to induct him, it would be Paul Heyman, because he was his manager in the Dangerous Alliance. In WCW, he knew Rick Rude pretty well. You could also have not just Paul Heyman, but Kevin Nash could induct Rick Rude. They were great friends. Stone Cold Steve Austin could induct Rick Rude. They were great friends in their WCW days. Maybe Arn Anderson could. But I would like to see Paul Heyman induct Ravishing Rick Rude. I really hope this is true and he's going in the Hall of Fame, because it's about damn time. Now, my other topic on this episode of the list is Jeff Jarrett getting hired by Anthem Sports Entertainment. Anthem has hired Jeff Jarrett to be a part of TNA again. Not as a wrestler. He doesn't need to be a wrestler. The guy's pretty, nobody needs to see Jeff Jarrett wrestle again and be in main events. I think they want him for a backstage role, maybe to be the head booker, who knows. I don't know if he could be the head writer, because Jarrett is not really a writer, but he could be the head booker. Jeff Jarrett, smart guy, really smart guy. Knows a lot about the wrestling business, knows how to build up a company, because he did it before with TNA. And Jarrett, when he did run TNA the first time, he ran out of money. He couldn't get anybody to commit to give money to TNA until Dixie Carter came around. But Jeff is still has a damn good mind for wrestling, in my opinion, and would be a damn good booker, and would just be very good for TNA. Backstage, helping the younger guys, Jeff Jarrett could add a lot to helping TNA under Anthem. The new owners, he could really help them out and try to get them on the right track, in the right path. If Jarrett is going to be backstage, I read, at all of this week's Impact Wrestling tapings, he will be backstage. I don't know what he's going to be doing. Again, I don't know what he's doing, but I think his role would be just helping them and try to dig them out of the hole Dixie Carter put them in. So, Jarrett brought his friend along, because they're good friends. Dutch Mantell is back in TNA for this week. He will be helping also backstage at the Impact tapings, because I guess Jeff asked Dutch, could he come and help him? I don't know if Anthem's paying Dutch. I don't know. Maybe Jeff will pay Dutch. I don't know. But Dutch Mantell, he was in TNA from 2002 to 2009, I think. Dutch Mantell has a great mind for wrestling, great mind for the business, as does Jeff Jarrett. Both of those guys backstage in TNA again. That's a great thing, in my opinion. At least they know, they know infinity times more about the wrestling business than Dixie Carter did, and how to run it. Dutch, before, when he was in TNA, I believe he was part of the creative team. He really helped the Knockouts when the Knockouts division was at its best. I'm talking about 2008, 2009, 2010, I believe Dutch was gone. But Dutch really helped out the Knockouts division when they were number one. The Knockouts division actually used to be better than WWE's Divas division, in my opinion. They had so many great knockouts. They had beautiful people, Awesome Kong, Gail Kim, Roxy, Tracy Brooks, Victoria they had. Mickey James even came to TNA later. And so many other knockouts. Not Sarita, I believe her name was. Anyways, a lot of great knockouts. So Dutch Mantel helping backstage at the tapings. Jarrett signed a deal with Anthem Entertainment, the new owners of TNA. So Jeff will not appear on TV because he's trying to get Global Force Wrestling a TV deal. Global Force Wrestling, to me, doesn't even exist. Because I don't think they got any talent under contract at all. Who knows? Maybe Jeff will get a TV deal for Global Force. He does not want to appear on TV. And I'm fine with that. I don't need to see Jarrett back on TNA Impact Wrestling. But whatever he does backstage, it's going to definitely help TNA more than Dixie Carter ever did. So I'm happy about Jeff being back in TNA. Whoever's running Anthem, whoever is running TNA as a president from Anthem, they obviously have a brain because they rehired Jeff Jarrett. And Dixie did not have a brain. She did not have a brain. So Rick Rude, that's awesome. He better get in the Hall of Fame. And Jeff Jarrett back in TNA, that's awesome. That gets a thumbs up also. Hope you enjoyed this episode of The List. Subscribe to my channel. Like, share, and comment on my videos. And follow me on Twitter at WWE NXT Guy. Bye for now, everybody. Have a great weekend. And have a great Friday.